Tezos value equivalent to 17.587 rands a coin. The present cost range 1660.90 1744 to 98. The earlier day close 17.141. The change was plus 0.446 plus 84%. Reverse rate Xtz to Xtz. Tezos cost expectation for September 2024. Initially cost at 1131 rands. Excessive cost 14.4, while low cost 1131. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1245. Tezos cost figure toward the month's end 13.12. Change for September 16%. Tezos figure for October 2024. Initially cost at 13.12 rands. Excessive cost 1355, while low cost 1177. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1278. Tezos cost figure toward the month's end 1266. Change for October 35%. Tezos cost expectation for November 2024. Before all else cost at 1266 rands. Excessive cost 1572, while low cost 1266. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1393. Tezos cost figure toward the month's end 1469. Change for November 16%. Tezos figure for December 2024. Before all else cost at 1469 rands. Exorbitant cost 1740, while low cost 1469. The found the middle value of cost 1576. Tezos cost gauge toward the month's end 1626. Change for December 10.7%. Tezos cost expectation for January 2025. In the first place cost at 1626 rands. Exorbitant cost 19.6, while low cost 1626. The found the middle value of cost 1735. Tezos cost gauge toward the month's end 1781. Change for January 9.5%. Tezos gauge for February 2025. In the first place cost at 1781 rands. Excessive cost 1893, while low cost 1645. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1772. Tezos cost conjecture toward the month's end 1769. Change for February 27%. Tezos cost expectation for walk 2025. At the outset cost at 1769 rands. Excessive cost 1769, while low cost 1454. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1639. Tezos cost conjecture toward the month's end 1563. Change for spring 11.6%. Tezos conjecture for April 2025. At the outset cost at 1563 rands. Exorbitant cost 1626, while low cost 1414. The found the middle value of cost 1531. Tezos cost estimate toward the month's end 1520. Change for April 2.8%. Tezos cost expectation for May 2025. In the first place cost at 1520 rands. Exorbitant cost 1651, while low cost 1435. The found the middle value of cost 1537. Tezos cost gauge toward the month's end 1543. Change for May 1.5%. Tezos estimate for June 2025. First and foremost cost at 1543 rands. Exorbitant cost 1610, while low cost 14 The found the middle value of cost 1515. Tezos cost estimate toward the month's end 1505. Change for June 2.5%. Tezos cost expectation for July 2025. Before all else cost at 15.5 rands. Excessive cost 15.5, while low cost 12.86. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 14.20. Tezos cost conjecture toward the month's end 13.83. Change for July 8.1%. Tezos conjecture for August 2025. Before all else cost at 13.83 rands. Excessive cost 14.17, while low cost 12.31. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 13.39. Tezos cost conjecture toward the month's end 13.84. Change for August 4.3%. Tezos cost expectation for September 2025. Before all else cost at 13.84 rands. Exorbitant cost 15.90, while low cost 13.84. The found the middle value of cost 14.31. Tezos cost gauge toward the month's end 14.86. Change for September 12.2%. Tezos gauge for October 2025. In the first place cost at 14.86 rands. Exorbitant cost 18.45, while low cost 14.86. The found the middle value of cost 16.35. Tezos cost gauge toward the month's end 17.24. change for October 16%. Tezos cost expectation for November 2025. In the first place, cost at 1724 rands, excessive cost 1875, while low cost 1629. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1745. Tezos cost figure toward the month's end 1752, change for November 16%. Tezos figure for December 2025. Initially cost at 1752 rands, excessive cost 19.5, while low cost 16.55. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 17.73. Tezos cost figure toward the month's end 17.80, change for December 16%. Tezos cost expectation for January 2026. To start with cost at 17.80 rands, exorbitant cost 9.27, while low cost 16.75. The found the middle value of cost 17.96. Tezos cost estimate toward the month's end 18.1, change for January 12%. Tezos figure for February 2026. Before all else cost at 18.1 rands, excessive cost 9.28, while low cost 16.76. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 18.2. Tezos cost conjecture toward the month's end 18.2, change for February 0.1%. Tezos cost expectation for Walk 2026. At the outset cost at 18.2 rands, excessive cost 18.2, while low cost 14.99. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 16.79. Tezos cost conjecture toward the month's end 16.12, change for spring 10.5%. Tezos conjecture for April 2026. At the outset cost at 16.12 rands, excessive cost 20.01, while low cost 16.12. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 17.74. Tezos cost figure toward the month's end 18.70, change for April 16%. Tezos cost expectation for May 2026. At the outset cost at 18.70 rands, excessive cost 20.33, while low cost 17.67. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 18.93. Tezos cost conjecture toward the month's end 19, change for May 16%. Tezos figure for June 2026. Initially cost at 19 rands, excessive cost 20.65, while low cost 17.95. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 19.93. Tezos cost figure toward the month's end 19.30, change for June 16%. Tezos cost expectation for July 2026. To start with cost at 19.30 rands, exorbitant cost 20.98, while low cost 18.84. They found the middle value of cost 19.53. Tezos cost estimate toward the month's end 19.61, change for July 16%. Tezos estimate for August 2026. To start with cost at 19.61 rand.